Doug, I have a public service announcement, and I appreciate everybody for thinking of me. There is a Bruce Springsteen movie that's coming out in October starring Jeremy Allen White. If you watch The Bear, I've never watched it, but I hear it's a great show, and he plays Springsteen. And the trailer came out today, and I've been sent it about 15 times. So,
have you really?
So I appreciate everybody thinking of me, but I've seen it.
You've seen that
the trailer.
The trailer.
I saw the trailer earlier today. When
it wouldn't surprise me if you somehow got an advance copy, like an early screening.
No,
you are Mike Stone, of course.
Yeah,
and
exactly. It looks pretty. It looks pretty damn good.
You get strings pulled, don't you?
Not with that.
You can make it happen.
No.
All right. I said I got a quiz for Stoney. Let's do it now.
Okay.
You didn't catch this in the update. You were very disciplined, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
The NFL top 100 players list has come out by one NFL insider.
Pete Prisco, right?
Yeah. How many Lions made it, and can you name them? I'm going to put I don't know if you can get this done. I'll just leave it at that. But how many Lions, top 100 players in the NFL, who do you think made the top 100?
Okay. Let's see. Sewell. Are we going to check them off as I go or no?
If they deserve to be checked off.
Okay.
Because if you say a name that's not on there,
right,
there's nothing to check.
Right. Yep. So Sewell, I assume would be one. St. Brown. I assume Ragnall's out of there, so he wouldn't be listed. They probably updated it. Gibbs, Hutch. I don't think they give special team. I don't think Jack Fox would be a top 100 guy. I see a lot of Brian Branch.
Is that a question, or are you going?
No, I'm going Branch, okay. Joseph, and I'm going to take a flyer on. I'm sure I'm missing somebody either. I'll go two more. Laporta, and my flyer, so to speak, is Jack Campbell because he gets a lot of love. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Who are the 8?
Sewell, St. Brown, Gibbs, Hutch, Branch, Joseph, Laporta, and Jack Campbell. I know I didn't have Goff in there, but that's because I don't think he would be in Pete Prisco's top 100.
Okay.
How'd I do?
You got 6 of the 7.
So there's 7.
There are 7.
There are 7. I had 8. So
I'm sorry, 6. I'm sorry, 7 of the 8.
7 of the 8.
7 of the 8.
Okay. So is Goff one of the ones that I missed?
Yes.
Okay. Now which one?
Who are you taking off?
Either Laporta or Campbell. I'll say Campbell. My wild card.
There you go. Okay. You got it right.
Okay.
But here's the question I have for the people.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Oh.
Who's next to make this list? I think there's one that the majority of people are going to say.
Jameson Williams.
I think most people would say Jameson Williams. Some people might say he deserves to be on this list now.
No, I can't go there.
I know I can't
I have
either.
to look at the whole list, but yeah.
Well, I mean, one way to do it is
actually look at the list.
How you could look at the list.
Yes.
And I appreciate your discipline holding off on this.
Yeah.
Is look at who the lowest ranked wide receiver is, and then ask yourself, do you think J-Mo's better than that guy? And the lowest ranked wide receiver at 93 is Ladd McConkey.
Oh, he's really good. That's so different type of receivers too.
Yeah. So Ladd McConkey last year had 82 passes for 1,149 yards and 7 touchdowns. Okay, 82 receptions. Jameson Williams had 58 receptions for just over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. The stats would support McConkey. J-Mo averaged 17.3 yards a catch, and McConkey averaged 14 yards per catch. So, I mean, you can make the case there. Now, it doesn't mean that there might be somebody else that ahead of that J-Mo would deserve to be on the list. But I'm intrigued. Other than J-Mo, is there anybody else on this roster that you think would fall in the next category? You've got one. You've mentioned one.
It's Campbell.
Yeah.
People love him. I know you loved him for a while.
Yep.
You know who I hope it comes out to be?
Who?
It's Terry and Arnold.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be unbelievable.
I don't know if it would be incredible.
Yeah.
But, he's a first-round draft pick.
Yeah,
like unbelievable or living up to the expectation, maybe. To
be a top 100 player his second year in the league at that position, that borders to me on incredible.
Okay. I mean, however
he
you want to
wasn't
put
a
it.
top 10 pick. He wasn't like Surtain coming out of, who, by the way, I believe was like a top 10 pick. I was looking at the list. The top 10 in the list.
Well, we can run down the top 10 here. Top 10 players in the NFL, according to Pete Prisco, are Patrick Mahomes at 1,
okay,
Myles Garrett at 2, Saquon Barkley at 3, Josh Allen at 4, Justin Jefferson at 5, Lamar Jackson at 6, Joe Burrow 7, Jamar Chase 8, Patrick Surtain 9, and Micah Parsons 10. The Lions, in order, Hutch at 15, Penei Sewell at 21.
I'd flip that.
Jahmyr Gibbs at 32. Amon-Ra at 58. Kirby Joseph at 60. Brian Branch at 65. Jared Goff at 77. And Sam Laporta at 86. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Brad Holmes is responsible for each and every one of these guys, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's amazing to have 8 players in the top 100. Look, and this is our question at 248-539-9797. We're almost looking for bold-ass predictions on who is next. Because I think if you just say who would be next to make this list, which I assume we think making the list when it's done 1 year from now, I think the overwhelming response from Detroiters would be Jamison Williams. What is your bold prediction of who can be next? And is there anybody that got jobbed here? Any Detroit Lion that deserves to be on this list? 248-539-9797. Let's get to your open line calls. We got a Matt in a truck. You're on 97.1 A Ticket. Hi, Matt.
Hey, I'm glad you said about the getting jobs stuff. I think Montgomery gets jobs all the time. Do I think Gibbs has more talent? Yes, but Montgomery does everything well. He catches the ball. He blocks. He's fast. He can run you over. He can run around you. He does everything well, and he's definitely in my top 100 in the NFL for sure. There are certain ways I think he might even be more valuable than Gibbs.
No.
The whole 3 yards in a cloud of dust thing, he can do that much better than Gibbs can. I'm not saying he's a better back. That's not what I mean.
Okay. Good.
I just think he gets left out and kind of disrespected and forgotten, and hopefully that makes him mad and he keeps playing the way he's been playing the last couple of years.
He's insanely valuable, Matt, and I think probably what hurts him is volume. He doesn't if you look at last year, 26 running backs had more yards rushing than him. So it's hard to put.
How many games did he miss?
He missed 3. And
he's
he wasn't
also sharing time with somebody who's a total stud too.
Yep, and the total stud was well over 1,000 yards. There's no question that he is extraordinarily valuable to this team. And I love your commitment. Like, Matt, I love your commitment to him and your belief in the guy because, everything isn't driven by stats. And, if Gibbs went down, it would suck. But having Montgomery feels like you don't offensively take much of a step back, even though one is way flashier. Like,
definitely. And I like guys with a chip on their shoulder, and he definitely has that. He's a chip on his shoulder, and he seems like a good guy at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So he kind of plays angry, and he might be my favorite line.
You definitely got a football crush on him, Matt.
Yeah, in the bottom 50, there's only 2 running backs.
Is that right?
That would be Bucky Irving and Josh Jacobs in the bottom 50.
Take him. I might take Montgomery over. Not Bucky Irving. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to say it.
Matt,
you got Jonathan Taylor at 50 as I scroll up here for running backs. Would you rather have Montgomery than Jonathan Taylor? Christian McCaffrey And obviously injury concerns there. He's at 41. So, yeah. Bijan at 39. Yeah, I agree with the list as far as Montgomery. He's a really good player. There's no doubt about it. And by the way, he has Goff ahead of Jordan Love and Dak Prescott.
All right, so a couple things we got top of mind right now. We just gave you the NFL's top 100 players. 8 Lions made it, according to Pete Prisco. Sewell, Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Hutch, Kirby, Branch, Goff, Laporta all made it. Outside of J-Mo, give us a bold prediction as to who is next to make this list. We're also looking for the perfect verb or adjective to describe. How would you describe that Riley Green blast last night, which landed in the right field stands, like near the top row?
Yeah.
I mean, that might have landed or to hit off the facing. That was a absolute. I went with nuke. You said the ball was pulverized.
Yes.
What's your term to describe it? 248-539-9797. The Karsch Stoney in for Anderson here on 97.1 The Ticket.